what we're featuring here at IBS in regards to Advantech subflooring is a 30-day exposure test that we did on Advantech flooring, where we laid down 12 other plywood and OSB competitors, and we left it out in the southeast conditions, southeast weather for 30 days. So the deck received about 6 inches of rain, it went over 100 degrees of heat, and at the end of it, we pulled all the subfloor panels in for testing, and we tested them on strength, stiffness, and fastener holding power. And we loved the results. You know, Advantech held its strength and stiffness better than any of the other competitors. It stayed above the PS2 minimum standard, whereas a lot of our, especially the OSB competitors, dropped below on strength and stiffness. It maintained the moisture resistance that you would need within a build so that you don't have to go back and do costly rework, and the fastener holding power so that you can apply any finished flooring that you're looking to. So that 30 days is really important for the builder while the subfloor is exposed, but in the long run, for a homeowner, what you're going to experience is a quiet, solid floor. I mean, we've all walked in a home, you know, some of the older homes perhaps, where you walk past the china cabinet and all the china starts rattling, or that squeak, you know, that floor squeak that just never goes away. And that's what Advantech is protecting homeowners against. You're always going to have a solid, stiff floor. It's a lifetime guarantee on the product. So we're guaranteeing, you know, homeowners will be happy with that experience. It's giving that builder a confidence that they're providing a solid reputation, a quality built home, and it all is on that base. I mean, everything is built up from the subfloor. So it's a really important product to get right the first time because you can't really go back and do it again. We coat every single strand that's going into our panels with our moisture resistant resin. Before we make our 23-30 seconds panel, the most common, you know, panel for the subfloor, that's an 8-inch thick mat of wood that gets compressed down into a 23-30 seconds panel. All of that is moisture resistant. It's the densest, you know, subfloor product that you're going to get on the market, but it's going to repel that water better than any other competitor. Here we're looking at our plywood wicking demonstration where you've got Advantech flooring versus plywood competitor. And what we've done is we've put them in a bucket of water with red food coloring. So these have been wicking for quite a few hours, and you can see how the water is wicking up the plywood board, and there's no movement on the Advantech. That's just sitting right at the water line. And what I've got here is these boards were previously wicked and dried. And when you look at the inside of the panel for our Advantech panel, you cut through the bottom of where the red dye has wicked, and you can see that there's no penetration of the water through the Advantech panel. Whereas when you flip this plywood here, and I'll just leave that open for comparison, you can see that it's not just surface damage that plywood's receiving. You're gonna get that throughout the plywood panel. I mean, the water is just penetrating through the veneers. It's probably working on the glue in between those panels, and you know, ultimately, you're not just getting delamination on the surface, you're gonna get a weaker subfloor product just from the water that's been going through. So here we're looking at Advantech versus another OSB competitor in regards to the moisture resistance. So here what we've done is we've soaked these panels down on the bottom in water. We've soaked them for 24 hours, let them dry, and then stack them against the competition. So here you're able to see how much more an OSB panel is going to swell compared to Advantech when it's exposed to moisture. And what does the swell mean? I mean, that's going to be having to go back and sand on the builder side. You're going to get swollen edges, rework before you're going to be able to put your finished flooring down.